Okay guys, the first thing I like to do when I come to this Goodwill store is stop and look at the purses. Check it out, there's lots of empty hooks today. It's usually crammed full of purses back here. Some reseller must have had a good day today. Check out these fabric rolls. They're about 8 feet tall standing up here, so I guess they must be used for upholstery. I'm not used to seeing these larger fabric rolls in here. There's a couple of small bikes and stuff back here that look like they're in pretty good shape. There's not that much furniture to show you, but there's 2 separate chairs I wanted to show you, and there are people just kind of hanging out in them. I had to get this table down off the shelf so I could take a look at it. It's too tall for a bedside table, and it's in pretty rough shape, and I don't want to have to refinish anything. I just don't. This wicker basket is really cute, but it's not all that big, and they want $7 for it. If it was $3 or $4, I might have bought it because these are good for organizing, but for $7, that's a hard pass. I always have to check out the lamps. I've bought almost all of my lamps from Goodwill. I really like lamps that are different. I'm going to go check out the home decor section really fast because you never know what you might find in here. Sometimes you'll find that item and you're like, ooh, I gotta have that, and you never knew you wanted it or needed it in the first place. And you can usually spot the new things right away as opposed to the things that are used or even slightly used. So let's check out these candlestick holders. These candlestick holders were originally from Home Goods and originally priced over $7 a piece. So I guess this is a pretty good deal, but I don't need these. It's not my taste, so I'm going to put these back. This store usually has an assortment of decorative plates and other items. A couple of years ago, a plate like this would have been priced about $2 to $3. You have to remember, these are donated items and they're raising the price on all of this stuff. This really irritates me because this stuff is donated. I understand that when stores buy their merchandise that they have to raise their prices as inflation goes up, but this stuff is almost all donated. This is $4 and it's definitely used. Over here in the bedding section, these prices are upsetting me a little bit. They want to sell the pillow shams separate from the bedspread. So they want $3 for the pillow shams, and then they want $15 for a full to queen size bedspread that's used. It's super flimsy. These used to be $8. They went up to $12, and now all of a sudden it's jumped to $15. No thanks. I see a cute crocheted blanket over here I want to take a look at. I always like to look at these, and it reminds me that someone made this by hand. Someone took the time to crochet this beautiful blanket. I don't need any more crocheted blankets, but I always check the price because I'm just curious as to how they're pricing things now. Another customer bought and paid for this chair, and they have to come back and get it later. And this other man decided to just sit there and hang out for a while his wife was shopping. Now to check out the paintings and other wall decor. They seem to have a decent selection of things today. Don't you just love it when other customers are standing around looking at you like, why are you taking video of that? I guess it might look strange to them. Here's a couple of brand new photo albums. It's not a great sign when the first page falls out as soon as you open it. I guess as long as all the pages aren't falling out, it'd be okay. And you never know, some little kid might have pulled that loose. This one looks like it's in better shape. Oh, I like this little sign over here that I see. There is always something to be thankful for. That's true. I have a hard time paying $5 for something like this because I know things like this used to be priced about $2 to $3. And once again, my problem with the pricing is the fact that these are all donated items, and I know that they used to not be priced so high. In the video, it often looks like these pictures are in really great shape when the reality is that oftentimes there are cracks or bad blemishes around the outer frame. But you can still find some really good deals. And what's not a good deal to me might be a good deal to you. People that love barbecue or farm decor of any kind will snatch this up. I saw some mirrors, so let's go check those out before I leave because it's always nice if you can find a mirror that's in good shape. I did not find any tables at Goodwill, so I'm going to try to run into our Habitat for Humanity store real fast. They're getting ready to close, so I've got to hurry.